Isn't it insane for me as a Dolphins fan to still have no hope, despite going on a 4-game winning streak, winning 5 of their last 6, the team altogether looking increasingly better than they did in their 1-6 start to the season? Isn't it insane for me to still have no hope? Because I have none. That's where I sit right now with the Miami Dolphins. No hope at all. At all. The 4-game win streak is cool. I want the team to win. I always root for the team to win. We absolutely spanked the Jets. We beat the Saints like we should have. We beat the Bills, which is amazing. And we beat the Commanders right there in between in Spain. But the way we won against the Commanders, the way we won against the Saints, we basically barely beat those teams. We should have lost to the Commanders. We could have lost to the Saints. Chris Olave had a ball go right through his hands. And now, against the Jets, where you went 34-10. Okay, 34-10. It's against a third-string Brady Cook. Missouri quarterback Brady Cook, third-string quarterback, and our quarterback, despite the offense putting up 34 points, or despite the team putting up 34 points in total, looked absolutely horrendous. Our $50 million quarterback, and that's where it stands. I have no hope in this team actually going on a run with merit. A run with merit means a run that actually means something, because you can beat the Saints, you can beat the Commanders, you can beat the Jets. Those are 3 of the worst teams in the damn league. You can beat those teams, but that doesn't disregard the fact you started off 1-6 and you have about 3 or 4 tough games coming up with the rest of your schedule. And a run with merit would include winning some of those games, winning games that you don't expect to win, winning games that are hard to win, not winning the games that are easy. That's not a real run. That's a Fugazi run that gives the fan base hope. And then, as the Miami Dolphins always do, make it come crashing right back down to reality where we suck. Just like last season, just like the season before, it was just the opposite way around. Just like the Brian Flores season ended. You start off 1-7, you get hot, then you lose to the Titans. It all is the same. It all ends the same, and I have no hope. And it starts. I love the way the run game's working. I love the way Mike McDaniel's designing the run game. I love the way we can just put in Jalen Wright, and the run game is still dominant, even though it's the Jets. I love the way that the defense is swarming. I love the way the defense is playing with violence, with energy, with everything. But it starts with the $50 million dude that's supposed to control the offense, but right now he's just turned into a game manager against bad teams. So what is he going to do in 25-degree weather against a team that is just won a big game, is 7-6, and is hoping themselves that they can make a run at the playoffs? And their coach, Mike Tomlin, is fighting for his job, basically, maybe. So how are you going to perform against them? You can't just be one-dimensional. You can afford to be one-dimensional against the Saints. You can afford to be one-dimensional against the Jets, against the Commanders, who suck. Both those 2 teams suck. Terrible. What, they have a combined wins of 6 or 7? That wasn't meant to be a joke, but then you got to go play the Steelers on the road in Pittsburgh. Tough game. The last time I remember playing the Steelers in Pittsburgh, 2016. I don't remember before that. We probably played them there before that. 2016 playoff game got smoked, because that's where you get tested. Those Fugazi runs get tested. And it's going to get tested on Monday. Primetime television. Tua, primetime. Can he be more than a game manager? And he hasn't shown me nothing. Against the Jets, he almost threw 3,000 picks, missing throws left and right. Besides the first quarter, the next 3 quarters, even though we didn't need him to make any plays, our offense was perfectly fine without him. We needed him to be as not a part of the game plan as possible. But the fact is, when he just, you need to throw the ball on 3rd down, when he needed to do that, it was awful. He almost threw a pick on the 5-yard line. He almost fumbled the ball on a backwards pass because he was trying to throw a screen pass. It wasn't accurate. He almost threw 1,000 picks. He almost threw a back-to-back. There's two plays in a row where he almost threw a pick. I do not have faith in this team to make a run. Is that crazy or not? I don't think it's crazy. I think this is a Fugazi win streak that's going to end when you face a tough team. Okay, you beat the Bills. That was great. Tua did his thing to start the game. Then the run game did its thing after. That's amazing. But then you got 3 games right there that gave you the 6-7 record with the same record as the Chiefs, the same record as the Ravens. And now we're all talking about playoff chances. Can the Dolphins possibly make the playoffs? And there's nothing that tells me that they're going to go on and beat the Steelers. There's nothing that gives me hope that they're going to go on and beat the Bengals. There's nothing that gives me hope they're going to go on to beat the Buccaneers. Maybe they'll beat the Patriots at the end of the year when they're sitting Drake May because they already have clinched the first seed in the AFC. Maybe that's the only one. But these next 3 games, there's nothing, and I mean nothing. That gives me hope in the Dolphins completing a successful win streak. And as I said, a successful win streak is beating teams and winning games that you did not expect to win while putting together. Like, okay, you can have the Commanders, Saints, and Jets in a win streak for sure, but you got to beat the teams you're not expected to beat. At least a couple of them, or win tough games in a real win streak. The Dolphins' win streak right now is Fugazi. It's gonna end Fugazi in my opinion. But you know what's great? You know what's amazing about this is they have the chance to prove me wrong and everybody else that thinks that they're frauds wrong and that they're still the same 1-6 team wrong. They have a chance to prove everybody wrong. That's what it's all about, proving people wrong, I guess. They have the chance to do that Monday against the Steelers. Mike McDaniel, Tua, Dolphins in general. If you want people to think, you want the critics to go away. The people that think you're always going to be a bad team as long as you guys are around, as long as Mike McDaniel's in charge, as long as Tua's the quarterback. You have the chance to prove them wrong. You have the chance to beat a decent team. Even though I don't think the Steelers have a great offense, their defense isn't good this year. They're still 7-6. They're the Mike Tomlin Steelers. They find ways to win. They find ways to make the playoffs. You have a chance to beat a team like that on the road in a crazy environment in 20-degree weather. You have the chance to put every narrative to rest, whether it's the cold weather games, the big games, the winning record games, the good team games, the tough team narrative. You have the chance to put all those narratives to rest by beating the Steelers. And then I'll declare the win streak unfugazi. But as of right now, there's no hope. If they beat the Steelers, I'm pretty sure I'll gain a little bit of hopium in me. But until then, still not sold on the Dolphins. But as always, I want them to win. Go Dolphins.